Yo, what up, friends? Fan mailbag. So let's go ahead. We got a bunch of questions. Always remember that you can hit up our fan mailbag and send in your questions for Clubber D, the Combat G, at ClubberDBnB at Gmail. More excited. Islam and Topuria, which was just signed, is that going to be bigger than John Jones versus Tom Aspinall if that was signed? What would you be more excited about?
Islam versus Topuria. That's the fight that we want to see. The John Jones fight. I've been past the John Jones hype years ago. I'm tired of the silly little games and all this other stuff. Either fight or don't fight or just don't fight at all. John Jones. I'm not the biggest John Jones fan, but Islam versus Topuria, that is a fight I will pay top dollar to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think everyone would like to see both fights, but obviously the more exciting fight and the one that is actually more realistic at this point in time is the one that was signed. Or the one that would be, the one that we would have between Islam and Topuria. I gotta get some water. Jeez Louise. Moving into our next fan mailbag question. This comes from this username, Clubber. Wait till you hear this. Prime Masseuse out of Cleveland. Do you think Jake Paul would have been Tank Davis's opponent if Tank Davis would have won?
Is that Justin Tucker's masseuse?
No, Deshaun Watson, one of the two.
I mean, Jesus, the prime one. Yeah, I honestly think it was going to be Jake Paul because Tank said that at the fight he said they had other plans. They weren't really thinking about rematching Lamont Roach after the fight. They weren't even thinking about that. They said I'll do it after another fight. And like I said, he said that the person he was going to fight was in the building. Jake Paul, I've never really seen him at a Tank fight, or they really showed him. Tank criticized him heavy when he beat Mike Tyson. So I put two and two together. He wasn't going to fight Shakur. I don't think he was going to fight Pitbull. That's not something to say, wait till. No. I think it was going to be Jake Paul. And it was probably going to be like an exhibition because kind of like when Floyd fought Logan Paul. And mind you, he wants to one-up Floyd. He's not a Floyd fan. You know what I'm saying? So Floyd fought Logan. They had to do it they had to make an exhibition because of the weight difference. And I think they did the same thing with this one because Jake Paul is 190.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that. And there you go. That is, he told you earlier in the program that there were people in the crowd and you needed to play process of elimination. And so there you go. There's your answer. And so we'll see what happens now with the Lamont Roach Tank Davis thing. We'll see how this gets played out in the appeal. And we'll see if we get a rematch on that fight there. All right. Next fan mailbag question. This comes from Sweet Science Chin Music from Alamo, Texas. Will boxing become the #1 combat sport again? I guess he's referring to the TKO stuff, I'm assuming.
If boxing keeps putting on the performances they're doing right now, and I know the homie Papi Chuneo was like, we got to bring more of these fights back to America, which I do agree on to a certain extent. They can because if you look at the UFC landscape, besides Islam and Topuria, who are the young stars everybody is ready to watch and fight right now? You know what I'm saying? You can't really think of any young, good fighters, while boxing has a lot of young, good fighters in different weight divisions. I mean, heavyweight is pretty top-heavy with the older guys. Or when I say older, I'm talking like 32 and up. But, Tank is 30, but you got somebody like Devin Haney who's like 24, 25. Teofimo Lopez, 24, 25. You got a lot of Boots Ennis who's in his mid-20s. So there's a lot of young fighters in boxing that can go on for a couple more years. And you got the guys coming up with Keyshawn's and Abdullah Masons I mentioned before. So there's boxing is marketing their guys a little differently. And you'll see you don't really have too many young stars that people are super excited to see at this time. So I think give it about 2 more years. If they're putting on great fights, great boxing fights, I'm thinking boxing will take over.
All right. Hey, there we go. Clubber D and I, old school boxing fans, we love the Sweet Science. So first of all, sweet nickname, but also we obviously want boxing to be very prominent, where all the best fighters are fighting the best. I think we've stated that enough on this program. That should be the damn motto of this program. The best fight the best. Be lucky or be dusty. Shout out our brother Mutt
What up, John? The homie.
John turning
My
in.
brother right there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother, for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Morning Wombat has a couple questions. First, he says, I think Topuria is the best boxer in UFC. Who would you pick? Boxer in UFC. Boxer.
I did have Max Holloway up there until he pieced up Max Holloway. Roundtree's more of a kickboxer. Israel's more of a kickboxer. Pereira's more of a kickboxer. They're not really staying up traditional. Yeah, probably Topuria. His. Yeah, I'll go Topuria. If he sticks with it, Cody Garbrandt was the ex Golden Glove winner. He's actually a really good boxer, but I'd say right now Topuria probably is the best boxer in the UFC.
Okay, well, who would you have as a runner-up then? Who'll be next up?
Probably Max.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Max. Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go. Morning Waba has another question. Would you ever consider doing a fight companion live stream for a big boxing card? They do massive numbers on YouTube.
Yeah, so I want to do one of those where we're basically commentating, but it's just you can't hear it because I think if they hear the actual fight, you can get copyright.
Yeah, you can. It has to be muted. You have to be talking.
Muted,
yeah.
But we just have to talk over what we're seeing, basically describing what we see.
Yeah, so like we did with Country Box, pretty much.
Yeah, but they get to see the box though.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't be able to see them. But wait, no, there has to be a way because I remember I've seen people do WWE where like, no, they're not.
Yeah, those are sponsored. Those are sponsored podcast people that do that. I've seen people like
find us a sponsor. We'll do it.
Like Blue Bud Sports TV and a couple other guys. What they'll do is they're watching the fight and they're basically commentating, but you're just watching us. What you're seeing is us talking about. Oh yeah, he's done it. Yeah, I'll do that.
I would do that too. Hell yeah. Okay, well, hey, we can make that happen. We can make that happen at a big boxing event.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would definitely. I would. Let's see. I think of which one I would test that on.
You know what? What's funny about that is he's completely right because I've watched this guy who's he's like a pure New Yorker, but he has an accent. He's funny as shit, and he narrates Mets games. So sometimes, like when I'm working, I'll put him on YouTube and just listen to him because he's just like talking shit the whole time. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's basically as long as you don't have any type of music or anything from the actual event, you can do it because of the copyright. So sometimes they'll show like 3 or 4 seconds of the fight, or show like they're in the ring and show them about to do the decision. But yeah, like that'd be pretty cool. Kind of see the live reaction of like a draw or something. Like, well, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll be down to do it.
All right, we're gonna throw something together for the fans there. We'll figure out if we can do something.
We're gonna dedicate that one to Morning Wombat for giving the idea. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the time we do it.
We appreciate you, Morning Wombat. You have been you've been pretty awesome.
All-star.
The whole time you've been here with us. An all-star is what we call you. That's right, an all-star. We appreciate you. Morning Wombat says thoughts on Benn Eubank. Fringe world level guy, but Benn hasn't really boxed beyond British level and is up 2 weight classes. He's also super dislikable for being a drug cheat.
Yeah, that's why he got slapped with the eggs. That's why he got slapped with the eggs at the press conference.
Oh, that was the one that got slapped with the egg. Okay, got
it. They're doing a great way of selling the fight because he's moving up 2 weight classes, and Benn has fought absolutely nobody. He is a steroid abuser with the eggs, with saying he got the stuff from the eggs he took. Come on, dog. Like, yeah, find a better excuse. What's wrong with you? So, there's so many things you could say, like, oh, I drank the wrong thing, or say you took the tainted substance. Actually saw how Ryan Garcia tried every lie and failed every test, even the New York State Commission test. But yeah, no, I mean, Eubanks, I got Eubanks. I'll wait for my decision, but I'll put this. I ain't got Benn winning. I'll watch it. I think it's pay-per-view. Oh, I don't know. If it's $20, and it's early in the day because it's over in England. I think they're fighting at some soccer arena. So if those 2 fighters can put 70,000 to 80,000 people in the soccer arena, that tells you something about American fighters, because they're not world-renowned fighters at all. I mean, they're decent, but they're not world-renowned. If they can fill up that arena, that's amazing.
I mean,
But
you're completely right. I mean, the way that some of those fighters that aren't even, mainstream heavyweights can sell out Wembley is just crazy.
and that's a fight that'll probably be on a Saturday. I'll probably be on a Saturday during the day. We might be able to do that one. Might be able to do that. Might be able to do that. Might be able to do that, Morning Wombat. Might do a stream for that one. We'll see. We can get we can see if the fellas want to do it too.
Yeah. No, definitely. Should do a roundtable. That'd be awesome. Morning Wombat says, just want to give y'all appreciation. Y'all streams are always good. Y'all really know your stuff when it comes to combat sports too. Trust me when I say that.
My God. See, because you already follow 86 Boxing, you already follow Skywalker, and you already follow Papa Chuneo. So all of us, we're like Voltron. We all get together. But those guys got endless knowledge of stuff. Okay, something I don't know at all, and we all pick up where one leaves off. Okay, so we love doing live streams for those guys. Those guys are amazing. So I appreciate you listening, and everyone else who listening tapped in. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep, definitely appreciate you. 2 more questions left. One more in the fan mailbag that actually just came in to the email. Says the best boxing card ever only, so I think they're being sarcastic here. Best boxing card ever only sold $45K pay-per-view for a $30 card. Are boxing fans able to even support cheap cards, or are they able to support even cheap cards? Comes from the Brooklyn Brawler of the slums of New York.
Well, Brooklyn Brawler, need to realize that's in America. That's not counting overseas money. Okay, so that's not worldwide. That's $45K in America. So
is that still low for American though, in terms of a pay-per-view?
Better be if Bivol are an American. Zhang and how many Americans were on that card besides Shakur Stevenson?
No, but I just mean just like in general, like as a fight card in America.
We don't Tank put 19,000, which is good, in Barclays. Okay,
got it.
If you go over there to Manchester or something like that, they do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? With lower ranked people. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like we just talked about, Eubanks and Benn, they're fighting in a soccer stadium with no belt. Like,
right.
If they fought in America, they fight in the backyard, nobody would care. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
The passion, that's why Turkey's taking the fights over there, because they're more passionate over there. They support. We don't really do that much here. People just rather just steal. So it is what it is. I'd like to see the international numbers for that fight. So, and you gotta look at it in America. I mean, like I said, Shakur Stevenson and Virgil Ortiz were probably the only 2 Americans on that card. So go figure.
I'm looking up that question right now to see what was the pay-per-views internationally. Let's see. Pay-per-view buys.
I wonder what they sold as far as, Sky and all the rest of the different
let's see. I can't find it. I'll update it later. But anyways, all right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, because I can't find that right now. I'm not going to waste time on the stream. Last question of the day before we get out of here comes from, as always, me, yours truly, the sports professor. I say, and you all know I am, as I mentioned, Boricua from Cagua, Puerto Rico. 2 women, 2 gladiators who will be punching each other in the face for a 3rd time. Clubber D and I have thoroughly enjoyed these 2 ladies fighting each other in what will now be a trilogy in a all-female card on Netflix at Madison Square Garden. You already know we talking about the Boricua, Amanda Serrano, wepa, versus the Irishman. By the way, my mom pointed out that Puerto Ricans have a lot of Irish in them because a lot of Irish came to Puerto Rico during the potato famine. I did not even realize that. But anyways, so versus the Irish woman, Katie Taylor, another legend in the women's game. What do you think about this fight?
I can't wait for this fight. I mean, the last fight, the first fight, I actually thought Serrano won that fight. Second fight was just as close. It could have gone either way. go a little towards Katie Taylor just because of the cut, kind of messed Serrano up for a couple rounds. This fight, I wonder if it's going to be like a Vanderlei Silva versus Rampage Jackson when a person loses twice and the other one finally wins. And it's going to happen. It's going to be a part 4. It's going to be a part 5. This is the female version of Bo versus Van Holyfield minus the fan guy falling in. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be the battle of Shepherd's Pie versus Rose Condules. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be proper 12 versus Coquito. What else we got? Pie. We got Jameson versus Captain Morgan. So this is gonna be an interesting duo. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bacardi's Puerto Rican also, but I think that's Puerto Rican rum, right? Yeah, Bacardi.
Both correct. Yes.
Yeah. So we already got Katie Taylor already. Damn. Okay.
Ooh. All right. McWawa with cheese. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. Says I got Katie Taylor. Serrano, Amanda pushing for 3-minute rounds versus 2 minutes. Will she actually get it this time around?
I doubt it. I don't think Katie Taylor's gonna switch. She's Amanda can push for that, but she doesn't hold the cards. She's unfortunately 0-2 against Katie. So this will be a lot of Katie's demands, and I doubt Katie wants three rounds of that work, 3 minutes of that work. She'd rather 2 minutes. And to be honest with you, as a boxing fan,
a good point.
The ladies, they go straight at it for 2 minutes. There's no bullshit around. They got to go. You only got 2 minute rounds, so you got to get it in. So actually, I kind of like the 2 minute rounds a little bit, for them, because I do because you're right. It is all action. They be throwing them clip beaters, but a lot of people say, and women included, that they want the extra minute to be able to set up more punches. Yeah, that's true. I get it.
Down the road. Yeah. Okay.
It's a catch-22, because they for some reason they think that women couldn't do 3-minute rounds, but no, women can do 3-minute rounds. They can. They train just like men, so there'll be no reason why a woman can't do a 3-minute round. I don't appreciate that logic. I mean, times change. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed, so women should be able to do 3-minute rounds.
I also have 2 more follow-up questions that I just thought of. One is, did you hear that today Amanda Serrano signed a lifetime contract with MVP and Jake Paul? So shout out to her.
I thought she already signed that. Oh, okay. I mean, she wasn't going nowhere. She's not young. I mean, Serrano's like 36. She's pretty old.
No, but I mean, a lifetime contract's pretty good because that means you can be an ambassador and do all other kinds of things afterwards, like marketing and things like that.
I mean, I thought she already was part owner or something like that because Jake Paul's taking great care of her, so
yeah.
She's pretty.
He has. I mean, that's one thing we cannot say about Jake Paul is that he has done wonders for the game of women's boxing.
Yeah, yes. I've been saying from Jump Street, he's put a lot of them on display. It's free right on Netflix, so that's a plus also because Netflix is they're putting their toe in the boxing game. They're starting with the live sports. I think the test was probably Jake Paul and Tyson. I know they do live comedy at times, and so it should be interesting. They have Raw. That's the weekly live event they do. So, I would like to see more of that. And I see now that AEW wrestling, not doing a wrestling tip, I saw a commercial. They're going to be showing their pay-per-views on Amazon Prime now, which is interesting. I'm sure you still have to pay for it.
AEW?
AEW, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You got to pay for it, but if you go on Prime, you can order their event. So, a lot of
it won't be free like WWF's is with Peacock? WWE?
No.
Okay.
They got to pay for
whack.
it. No, that's just a streaming service. Just like Max, a streaming service.
Take that shit out of here. Why would I do that? Let me stop. I like it.
It is free. It is free. Yeah, I do got Peacock for free.
Yeah, because everything WWF is free. We're so old. WWE is free on Peacock. Yeah, it's all free. All the pay-per-views. Amazing. Okay. It's one of the most amazing values ever. Obviously we'll give you all our predictions. Well, you already know who my prediction is going to be. ClubberD will give you his prediction. Like you, McWawa with cheese. I'm Puerto Rican. You already know my prediction. Amanda Serrano all day. Shout out. Arriba la Raza.
Let me speak on this. Arriba la Raza.
Another Puerto Rican, Conan.
Hey, let's go. My brother Conan. Hope you're doing well, better. Prayers up.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos. Boom.